continue to lift those up in prayer on our prayer list, Lord.
Welcome to Trinity Baptist Church. Today we will be in part 2 of our sermon series, Ablaze. Last week we took a look at what the church looked like on fire with the Spirit. Today the church is growing and the church is under persecution. We will look at how the disciples handled persecution and how we are to handle it.
Lord, I pray that you give us the courage and the boldness, Lord, to go out into this dark and night world, Lord, and just be a light that shines in your name. Lord, I pray that you just be with us. And Lord, I pray for Brother David this morning. I pray that you give him the words to say. And Lord, I pray that you'd open our eyes, your ears, and your hearts, so allow us to understand your word. And in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Good morning. What a beautiful day. So excited to be in the house of the Lord this morning. Are you excited to be here? You should, amen. You should. We're looking forward to a wonderful day. Before I get into the message, today is Retired Educators Day, the day we honor all our retired educators. And we have a couple with us that have worked through the system. I would like y'all to stand at this time. Appreciate all y'all done. We got many in here that are probably looking forward to the day that they can join them, amen. And and probably going through having to work in the school system today, it takes a lot. They need our prayers each and every day. They have to deal with a lot of things. And so, but we do appreciate y'all. Also, Tuesday is the last day to vote. It is our duty as Christians to go vote. It is our duty to pray, to fast, and go select one of them. I know y'all are probably excited about the choices as I am, but it is our duty to go select. Amen? We're in part 2 of Ablaze, our series. Last week we covered Acts chapter 1 and chapter 2 as we looked at how the church was changed, how the Spirit of the Lord came down, and how the church changed. We look at what the church looked like and what it looks like today. We looked at how the boldness and all changed, the disciples and all. And so today we're going to be in Acts chapter 4. We're going to start in verse 1. I'm going to read. We're going to stand in just a minute. And we're going to look at the church being under persecution. Yeah, just for doing what they believed in, just for doing what they was asked to do. We find out that the church is under persecution. And we can relate that today because if ever in our time, church is under persecution more than it ever has been. And so we're going to take a look today. And I'm going to ask you to go ahead and stand with me as we read. We're going to read 31 verses, so bear with me. and every one of them is significantly important this morning. The priest and the captain of the temple guard and the Sadducees came up to Peter and John while they were speaking to the people. They were greatly disturbed because the apostles were teaching the people, proclaiming in Jesus the resurrection of the dead. They seized Peter and John, and because it was evening, they put them in jail until the next day. But many who heard the message believed, so the number of men who believed grew to about 5,000. The next day the rulers, the elders, and the teachers of the law met in Jerusalem. Annas, the high priest, was there, and so was Cephas, John, Alexander, and the others of the high priest's family. They had Peter and John brought before them and began to question them. By what power or what name did you do this? Then Peter, filled with the Holy Spirit, said to them, rulers and elders of the people, if we are being called to account today for an act of kindness shown to a man who was lame and are being asked how he was healed, then know this, you and all the people of Israel, it is by the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, whom you crucified, but whom God raised from the dead. And this man stands before you healed. Jesus is the stone you builders rejected, which has become the cornerstone. Salvation is found in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven given to mankind which we must be saved. That is important this morning. Salvation is found in no one else, for there's no other name under heaven given to mankind by which we must be saved. When they saw the courage of Peter and John and realized that they were unschooled, ordinary men, they were astonished, and they took note, and these men had been with Jesus. But since they could see the man who had been healed standing there with them, there was nothing they could say. So they ordered them to withdraw from Sanhedrin and then conferred together. What are we going to do with these men, they asked. Everyone living in Jerusalem knows they have performed a notable sign, and we cannot deny it. But to stop this thing from spreading any further among the people, we must warn them to speak no longer to anyone in his name. Then they called them in again and commanded them to speak or teach at all in the name of Jesus. But Peter and John replied, which is right in God's eyes, to listen to you or to listen to him? Which is right in God's eyes, to listen to him or to listen to you? You be the judges. As for us, we cannot help speaking about what we have seen and heard. After further threats, they let them go. They could not decide how to punish them because all the people were praising God for what had happened. For the man who was miraculously healed was 40 years old. On their release, Peter and John went back to their own people and reported all that the chief priests and the elders had said to them. When they heard this, they raised their voices together in prayer to God. Sovereign Lord, they said, you made the heavens and the earth and the sea and everything in them. You spoke by the Holy Spirit through the mouth of your servant, our father David. Why do the nations rage and the peoples plot in vain? The king of the earth rise up, and the rulers band together against the Lord and against his anointed one. Indeed, Herod and Pontius Pilate met together with the Gentiles and the people of Israel in the city to conspire against your holy servant Jesus, whom you anointed. They did what your power and will had decided beforehand should happen. Now, Lord Jesus, consider their threats and enable your servants to speak your word with great boldness. Stretch out your hand to heal and perform signs and wonders through the name of your holy servant Jesus. After they prayed, the place they were meeting was shaken, and they were all filled with the Holy Spirit and spoke the word of God boldly. Everybody say, boldly. Father, we love you this morning, and we thank you for a wonderful, awesome day. God, to just come in your house and worship you, God. God, you know the words that you placed upon me this morning to speak, God. God, and I pray that they go forth just the way you see fit, Father. Father, you know the needs of each and every one here today, God. I do not, God. God, but I come with putting faith and trust in you because you know all things. And Lord, this morning, God, who this message is for, I pray that it go out, Lord. I pray that there's one here this morning that don't know you. I pray that they don't wait any longer, Lord. Lord, I pray that there's one who is slacking, Lord, and one who has lost the fire, Lord, that I pray that they receive it today, Lord, that they leave here changed. We give you glory. We give you praise for everything done and said in Jesus' name. And everybody said, amen. We looked at what the church looked like set afire. We looked at the purpose of the fire. And the importance for us to be filled with boldness and fire last week. That's where we went. We pick up today. They're doing that. They're doing what God has called them. He's came in. He set them afire. Remember, they was in the upper room last week, and they began to pray, and the Spirit came down, and they were changed. Amen. Brother David, they weren't the same anymore. They began to have that boldness. They began to speak out. And here we find out they're in trouble. I want you to look in Acts chapter 3, as we didn't cover, but a lame man was healed in Acts chapter 3. And so here they are right here. They're under persecution. The church is growing. The church has exploded, and it's said that there have grown to about 5,000. That sounds like a lot, but in commentary it says there was 80 to 100,000 people in Jerusalem. So let's say 100,000. There's still about 95,000 believers that have still not accepted Christ. So the odds doesn't look too good still. But we find out here that they're under persecution. They've been brought in. Keep this in mind. Jesus is gone. He's no longer here, Sister Ruth. He's gone on back to heaven. So now, who are the leaders? The disciples are the leader of the church. We're looking at Peter and John. They're the ones that are now in control. And so we find out that they're brought forth, Mitchell, and now they're being persecuted and came in. And they don't have any money. They don't have any backing. All they have is the Holy Spirit that is inside of them and a message to deliver from Jesus Christ. That's all they have. That's all they're standing on. And now who's going to lead the church? Because they're being brought in. They're being taken to jail. And here we find out that the three that brought them in, the priest. The priest, you had to even get permission to go speak, to go into the temple. He had to grant you permission. And then it says the captain of the temple guard was there. Remember, he was the one that allowed the guards to come in and to arrest Jesus. So naturally, he's going to be there in the mix of this right here. And the Sadducees, we know about them, religious leaders. They were always trying to cause trouble everywhere they went. Kind of like a lot of church people today, try to cause confusion. But that's what they were doing. They were all three here, and they all three questioned them. And this is what they said. In what power did you do this? In what name did you do this? You don't think they didn't know that? You don't think they already didn't know that? They knew. But look right here. I imagine this in my mind as they've got them there. And have you seen on movies where people are interrogated? You see where they got them in this room and they kind of threaten them. And I can imagine that they got them in the corner and they kind of bullying them and trying to, maybe put a gun to their head or a sword to their throat, or saying, okay, before you begin to speak, let's remember that Jesus that you've been talking about, that Jesus that you're spreading around. Remember what happened to him? Do you remember what happened to him? We killed him. So before you speak and before we begin to ask these questions, remember who you talking about. Remember, is that what you really want to do? And so we find out here that that's where they're at, And a lot of us today would be shaking in their shoes if we was in that situation. In verse 8, remember this right here. Peter, he stands boldly. This ain't the same Peter that we found in the garden. This ain't the same Peter that was there during crucifixion. The Peter that ran, the Peter that denied him 3 times. This ain't the same Peter no more, Travis. He stands boldly right here. And I like this, what he says right here. He said, if you preferring to us doing an act of kindness to this lame man, or you preferring to in whose name he was healed, let me go ahead and tell you who it was. It was Jesus Christ. In the name of Jesus, this man was healed. He's standing boldly. He would have never done this without that Spirit of God, without that fire inside of him. We've seen how scared he was and how afraid. But now he don't back down. He's standing tall. He's standing with boldness. And, we can learn a lot today from this right here. As Christians, it's important that we take a stand. We're allowing a handful of people to take away the rights of the Christian people, the rights of the church, in the schoolhouses, in the courthouses, a handful of people, because we're not willing to be bold and to take a stand. God is looking for people that's going to rise up and stand and say, this is wrong. We're going to stand against it. And we find out here that that's what Peter done. And he said, pay attention, all of you. All of you. It was Jesus, the one you crucified. But look at him. He ain't dead, because God raised him back up. Amen. So I want to tell you that. He said, remember that. He wasn't healed by us. That lame man, it wasn't nothing by what I done. It was all by Jesus Christ. And that's the name. That's why I'm standing here today to tell you. And that's kind of what Peter was talking about. And he goes on to say, salvation is only found in one. So you go ahead and you don't believe if you don't believe this right here, if you want to make excuses, if you want to worship all those other gods, do what you want to do. But let me go ahead and tell you, by no other name are you going to be saved. What was he saying? If you don't want to believe in Jesus, it's hell without him. It's hell without him. So that's your choice right now. You can either serve him, you can not serve him, but no other name are you going to get there. And we choose to stand on the name of Jesus Christ, and we won't back down. So you can go ahead and beat us up, you can go ahead and kill us, you can go ahead and throw us in a corner, you can stone us, you can do whatever you want to do, but we're going to stand on that name of Jesus. Amen. We done seen too much, we done heard too much to back up now. And that's where they're at here, and that's that boldness and that passion, and that's what that fire of God inside of us that we're talking about will do. It will change a man. And let me tell you today, if you don't have that fire and that passion, you're probably going to back down. But it takes that fire and that boldness to take a stand, and it's important. We living in a world full of Sadducees and priests and temple guards today. We have to go to work with them. The kids, y'all have to go to the classroom sometime with them, the schoolhouses. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. But God is looking for people that are going to be willing to stand up and not back down. He's looking for people that when we see people coming against the Lord and telling us things that ain't godly, that we're going to be willing to stand up and say that's wrong. Amen. And that's what God is looking for. And He's talking about having a fire, a heart that is on fire for Jesus. They expected in verse 13, they expected Peter and John to back down. They didn't expect them to rise up against them. They figured they could bully them and interrogate them, and they figured they would scare them off. And, this is kind of what they probably said. If you'll keep your mouth shut, if you'll zip your mouth up and go on, and, hey, go ahead. And it's okay to have church. It's okay to pray together. It's okay to do these things right here, but let's don't take it out of the room. Let's keep it all in. We don't want to hear this Jesus getting spread anymore. If you'll do that right there, we're going to let you live. But when they saw the boldness, man, look what it said right here. They was astonished. They began to take notes, and they said, those folks have been with Jesus. Those folks have been with Jesus. Can people look at you today and say, he's been with Jesus? Can they say that about us when they look at us? The truth is that's the way the world is today. They don't want us to stir up and make controversy. They don't mind us coming in here to church. They don't mind us praying, and they don't mind all this if we want to do good things for the community and love on people. They don't mind that, but they don't want us taking a stand against sin. They want to keep everything quiet. That's the way the world is, boy. When you get to speaking on drunkenness and adultery and homosexuality and these transgenders and all, man, the devil begins to rise up in people. They want to shut you up. They don't want the church doing that, but if the Word of God says it, we got to learn to take a stand and be bold. It was wrong back then, and it's still wrong today. This ain't first century Jerusalem. I can pretty much stand up here today and say what I want and do what I want. And I want to talk about Oprah Winfrey or Governor Deal or Trump or Hillary or Obama. I can do it, and nobody's going to pretty much bother me. Back then, those guys, man, if they spoke the name of Jesus, they wanted to kill him. But yet, they were standing with boldness. And we can't even do it today, because we're afraid of what somebody's going to say about us. We may lose our job. We may do this or that. But you know what? If we're standing for Christ, He'll take care of us. Amen? We don't have to worry about it. In verse 17, I want to read that again. But to stop this thing from spreading any further among the people, we must warn them to speak no longer in His name. All they had to do was say, okay, you got a deal. And they could have went back to their little patio with their lounge chair, kicked back beside the pool, enjoyed a glass of Kool-Aid and looked at the sun come up. That's all they had to do. But man, it couldn't happen, could it? Okay. We'll be nice to them boys. We'll give them some feel-good message, maybe sugarcoat it a little bit, give them a little cotton candy, make them feel good, tickle them on the ear, and send them on their way. That's what they want us to do today. But they said, no, man, Joel, we can't do that. We got to stand on what Jesus right here, Jesus Christ, because he's alive. He's sitting at the right hand of the Father. He ain't dead. He ain't dead. The God that I'm serving is alive. So you can join him, or you're going to end up in hell, because this Bible that I'm talking about, this Jesus that I'm talking about, no man can serve two masters. Either you love one or you hate the other, or you're devoted to one and you despise the other. You can't do both. So you got to make up your mind, boys. As for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. Jesus Christ told me to make sure that I spread the gospel to all the ends of the earth, and I am going to be devoted to him, and I'm going to do just that. So I'm sorry, but I can't keep quiet. We need more preachers to stand up today. We need more Christians to stand up today and say, I just can't be quiet. I've got to tell. I've got to stand up for what's right. It's time that we take a stand. Look at verse 19. I love, this is my favorite one right here. But Peter and John replied, which is right in God's eyes, to listen to you or to listen to him? And we need to live our life like that every day. When we face every day, when we're faced with things, we need to stop and say, which is right in God's eyes? Michael, which is right in God's eyes? Do I need to listen to him and obey him, or do I need to listen to the world? We need to live our life like that. When we ask that question, we need to take it, we need to answer it, and we need to live it out. Amen? Which is right in God's eyes. And he doesn't stop there. He says, now you judge. If I'm wrong, you tell me I'm wrong. You show me. You know, and that's the way it is when we preach the gospel. And there's a lot of people that don't like things. It hurts sometimes when we don't line up, you know, and with things that are going on. But you know what? When it's in their face right here, there's nothing they can do about it. They got to take it and eat it. Amen? Because God's word is going to stand. It's never going down. In verse 21, after threatening them, they let them go. People were standing there, man, just praising God for this man. Over 40-year-old lame man just healed. Just healed. And it wasn't by the power of the disciples. It was by Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ working through them that healed them. And so, man, they didn't know what to do. I mean, how can we do anything to them? I mean, all these people are sitting there, man, we're going to look like idiots if we step out and try to do anything. So they let them go. And then it says in verse 24, they go back and they report it. And what happens? Prayer breaks out. Prayer breaks out. And they don't pray for God to do anything to these men. They don't pray for change to take place. They begin to pray for boldness to continue to take a stand, to continue to do what's right, to continue to preach God's word. And that's what we need to do. We need to be praying every day for boldness to stand. We need to be praying for that fire to be burning inside of us like it was when we got saved, when we wanted to just tell the whole world. You know, we need to pray for that continuously and daily. And we find out here that that's what they done. They continue to proclaim the name of Jesus. Lord, I don't care how hard it gets, how difficult it gets, how much persecution I'm under, how many trials come my way, how many temptations I'm faced with. Lord, let me stand and let me proclaim the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. That's all I want to do, God. I want to continue to do your work and your will that you call me to do. Because why? Because he is the only one that we have to answer to. And no other name are we going to be saved. It doesn't matter what everybody thinks. It doesn't matter. Well, I was quarterback of the football team. I had the best showing in a pig 4 years in a row in FFA. I was a cheerleader from 7th grade all the way through 12th. It ain't going to do you no good. Millions of people don't even know that. But you're going to stand before God and you're going to have to answer for what you done. And all them things that we enjoyed in life, nothing wrong with them, but they're not going to help us down the road. What's going to matter is we stand up and proclaim the name of Jesus, that we stand and we do what's right in the eyes of God, Kenny. That's all that's going to matter. That's the only thing that's going to matter. I can stand up here and I can preach so I can't talk. I can beg you. But until the Spirit moves upon you, it ain't going to do no good. It ain't going to do no good. So you the one that's got to pray for that fire. You the one that's got to pray for boldness. And you the one that's got to stand. I can't make you do it. I can't make you do it. It's kind of like, talking to people about coming to church. I can't make people come to church. If they're the ones that's got to make that decision. They're the ones that ain't got their priorities straight. But you know what? It starts with you. It starts with you. And I'm standing here and telling you that you're going to need boldness, and you're going to need that fire in the world we're living in now. You're going to need it. If you're a school teacher, you need to be praying for it, because you're going to be you're already faced with a lot of things that are only going to get worse. Anything, it seems like the court system and the schoolhouses right now are catching. It's going to get worse. The churches is coming. I believe that, and we need to be praying for boldness to take a stand. We need to be praying for that fire. Jesus just ain't worth living for. He's worth dying for. I want you to get that this morning. He's not just worth living for. He's worth dying for. Are you willing to lay everything down? Are you willing to stand for Christ no matter what happens? They were. They were. These boys right here didn't care if they got beat, if they got kicked around, whatever happened. They said, we can't do it, man. We got to stand. Are we there? Are we there? That's what we need to pray for. That's the only thing that's going to matter at the end, is what we've done. On that cemetery, when you look out there on them headstones and you look at their name and you look at all that, the only thing that matters on there is that little hyphen between the time that they was born and the time that they died. That's the only thing that's going to matter, what they done during those years. That's the only thing that's going to matter. What did they say? Did they stand for God? Did they do what's right in the eyes of God? That's all. That's the only thing that's going to matter. He wants to come into your life. It don't matter what you've done in your life. It don't matter what you've done last month. It don't matter what you've done last night. He wants to come inside of you, and He wants to change you. He wants to set you free. He wants to break those chains that we've sung about. And He wants you to leave here today bold and on fire for Him. And that's when He can really begin to use us. And so I encourage you today. To pray for that. To pray for that fire. To pray for that Spirit of God to just be burning inside of you. If not, you're going to back down. 9 times out of 10, you're going to back down. You're not going to take a stand. But when you're bold like Peter was, you can say, I'm standing on the name of Jesus. If it don't line up with this right here, I can't go along with it. I hear a lot of people talking about voting. They voting for this or that. You need to vote on your faith. You need to vote on this Bible right here. Who's taking a stand? That's the way we need to vote this election, on our faith. Our faith is the most important thing we have. And it's time that we take a stand. It's time that we stop letting them say we got to change the religious people, the Christian people. We have to change the way we believe and the way we think. It's time we take a stand. Amen. Stand to your feet this morning. We hope that through this message that you can see the importance of standing for Christ. Even in difficult times, even when we're under persecution, it is important to stand with boldness. We can pray for boldness, and we can ask God for the fire of the Holy Spirit to help us through these difficult times. We hope that you've enjoyed today's message.